Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's go over another premium medium question in the database/pandas category that I just solved on my own. So again, pretty happy that I was able to come up with my own solution to this problem without any assistance and do it pretty easily. So let me show you how I did it. This one is pretty straightforward. As long as you understand what they're asking, I think, yep, pretty easy, pretty smooth sailing. So this one's called Project Employees 3. So it asks you to write a solution to report the most experienced employees in each project. In the case of a tie, report all employees with the maximum experience in years. So it doesn't matter which order you turn it in. For example, project 1. So 3 years of experience, 3 years of experience. This is obviously not the maximum. So project 1 has both 1 and 3, and 2 has number 1 because employee ID number 1 and 4. Obviously, 2 is less than 3, so we only include employee ID 1 here. So pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and map the project IDs to the employees that belong to that project. So for I, P and enumerate project ID. And we're going to use the project ID as the key, and we're going to append the corresponding project employee ID of I. Okay, so this and this, for example. And now what we have to do is get the experience, right? So for K and D, this is obviously the project itself, which is going to be this. And what we want to do is go through the current employees in that project, for which is A. And then we want to iterate over employee ID. And we want to ask if A is equal to E, which means that we're looking at the right employee ID because this is going to be a list, right? So in that case, if it's equal, then what we're going to do is keep a list called current, and we're going to append so we're going to be looking at the years of experience. So let's first append the ID and then employee experience years of I. So what we can do is print K and then current. Cool. So now what you can see is we are looking for the biggest numbers of experience. So let's call this biggest. And we want to set it to update it if it's the current experience of the employee. If any one employee is bigger than what we have seen historically. Cool. So now you just find all the index 1s with 3 and then, make a slot for this and then this. Okay. So for C in current, if C of 1 is equal to biggest, then we have an answer list. We're going to append the project ID, so K, and then also C of 0, because that's actually the employee ID itself. This is the number of years of experience, right? So let's print answer. Cool. So this is pretty much everything we need. So let's just go ahead and get the 0th index, which is going to be the project ID, and then the first index, which is going to be the employee ID, and separate them out. So let's call this 1 and 2 for A and answer, 1.append A of 0, 2.append A of 1. And then let's create an empty data frame. And let's make an empty project ID column, set it from top to down equal to 1 from left to right. So 1's going to be 1, 1, and 2. And then result of employee ID is going to be 2. That's just going to be 1, 3, and 1. Okay, and then we can just return that data frame at the end because we only have 2 columns. And it doesn't matter which order we return it in, so let's run it. Okay, submit it. And there you go, passes all test cases. Again, really happy that I was able to come up with my own solution to this problem without any assistance and solve it on my own. Even though the runtime is not great, it's still my own work, and that's what my channel is for. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed and stay tuned for more.